This is Merv's Bobcat. Merv has a problem. It's stuck. Very stuck. Last night it was doing everything but just spinning tires and revving the engine. Huh. Ever feel like that? Merv's Bobcat. Dave Pels here. You know, Merv's Bobcat is still stuck. All night spinning the tires. Not being able to get out of that old lake that he's trying to dump and get rid of. That's right next door to my house. You know what? I know that's crazy for a lot of us to think that he spent all night spinning his tires and trying to get out of a deep, deep hole that he kind of already dug for himself. Yeah, you know where I'm going with this. There's an absolute part of us that sometimes feels stuck. All we want is to get out of it. And what we need to get out of is sometimes something we've already put ourselves into. So if you're stuck in life, if you're stuck in a part, maybe in some of the things that you're dealing with, we need to discuss that together, because everybody can experience change. And I know that this is a congregation that understands what change is all about, understands that there's a process to do with that. To change, we need to go through a step-by-step process. You just can't want to be different. You just can't try to be different. There is a process. And that process is something that a lot of us miss. We just want to be different. We want to change. We want somehow that hey, it's all going to be great now. But you know what? There's a process that all of us have to take. First off, we have to identify what that real area of change needs to be. Do you know what it really needs to be? Maybe not that secondary thing. Maybe you're scared of life. Maybe you're too passive. Maybe you're too aggressive. And then why am I like that? We need to go back and find out what that area is all about. We need to find out where that area is in your life that we can get you out of the quagmire to do that. Secondly, let's identify that trigger. What is the trigger that always makes you do those kind of things? Always, always, always. Now, I know I'm talking a lot about the negative stuff, but there's a lot of times when we identify these triggers, we find out that those are things that have been in our past that we just constantly do, and that we don't even know that we're doing it. We need to identify those triggers, eliminate them so that we can have a different cue, a different routine, and therefore a different reward. And then, once you identify those real triggers, you're also going to start to deal with your real fears. I believe this is a really, really big part of change. You have to deal with your fears. Because most of us don't really want to change, because that means we're going to have a different identity. That means that we're going to look differently, feel differently, be observed as being different. That's a very tough one. Then finally, you need to identify your solution. Not only your solution, but go past those fears to get out of the mud and then change. Remember, it is a process though. And I would love to walk through it with you. We've got a great opportunity coming up, and I want to discuss this more. You're going to see some more of me. So let's continue to discuss this whole idea of change. And hopefully by then, Merv will get that Bobcat out. See you soon.